It's been a roller coaster 24 hours for the president here in the UK, particularly late last night when that bombshell interview he gave to the Sun interview hit and lowered the tone between him and the Prime Minister, particularly in the part where he apparently suggested he would rather have the former Foreign Secretary who resigned this week, Boris Johnson, as Prime Minister over Theresa May. In a press conference at Chequers alongside the Prime Minister, he put that straight.
They asked about Boris Johnson. I said, yeah, how would he be as a prime minister? I said, he'll be a great prime minister. He's been very nice to me. He's been saying very good things about me as president. I also said that this incredible woman right here is doing a fantastic job, a great job. And I mean that. And I must say that I have gotten to know Theresa May much better over the last 2 days than I've known her over the last year and a half. And I think she's a terrific woman. I think she's doing a terrific job.
He went from Chequers to have tea with Her Majesty the Queen at Windsor Castle. Now, the Queen, of course, has no hard power, but what she has in abundance is wisdom and respect. She also has impartiality. The president became the 12th president to meet with the Queen. 5 Democrats, 7 Republicans. She doesn't take any sides, and she will have tried to use that mixture of independence and respect to get a message across to the president that really resonated. A message no doubt given to her by her Prime Minister, Theresa May. Now, that positive improvement in the tone throughout the day was only half the story. The other half was protests. A record number of protesters, in fact, here in the UK for any visiting foreign leader. The protesters were addressed as well by the leader of the opposition Labour Party, Jeremy Corbyn, who said he thanked them for their belief in hope, democracy and unity. Guys?
Wilfred, as far as big takeaways for investors, I guess it's the fact that Prime Minister May and President Trump really confirmed in their news conference that the elusive bilateral trade deal is back on after the president threw some doubt over that in the interview.
Absolutely, Ryan. We're going to talk about that a bit more in the show later on. But that was the key issue for the Prime Minister coming into it. And of course, that bombshell interview with the Sun that we mentioned earlier also poured doubt over whether it was possible. The press conference seemingly recovered some hope that that might happen. But there are many, many ifs, many hurdles before that can be reached, not least for the Prime Minister domestically with her own party in pushing through her vision for Brexit.
Overall, I thought it was a pretty strong show of friendship, camaraderie, almost
absolutely.
overcompensating for those negative headlines and matching outfits to boot, Wilfred.
Yeah, well, exactly. Nice color combos. I mean, on the friendship thing, the press conference certainly went a lot better than perhaps it could have done. Excuse me, relative to the tone of the Sun interview. But there was a lot of damage done with that Sun interview, and the reason why is Prime Minister May was not one of the protesters. In NATO, Prime Minister May was, relatively speaking, one of President Trump's biggest supporters compared to many of the other European leaders. She laid out the red carpet, pulled out the stops to try and make him feel welcome, to try and charm him. And just as she was having dinner at Blenheim Palace last night, these headlines came out, and it was certainly awkward and embarrassing. The press conference recovered half of that ground, but she's going to be very much under pressure on Monday morning as to whether she could claim this visit was a success. She invited him, she spent a fortune on it, and her opposition, the Labour leader, the Mayor of London, have criticised it every step of the way.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.